Hey everyone, this is the walkthrough of my crypto challenge for the National Cryptologic Foundation Cyber Chats podcast. But before I get started, try to solve these puzzles on your own, or feel free to follow along with me. You can do all these puzzles with just a pen and a paper. Without further ado, let's get started. The first type of puzzle we have here is called a pig pen cipher. Not really sure how that name originated, but it's pretty interesting. It is a simple substitution cipher, so each one of these characters represents a letter in the alphabet. So we're going to draw out the key for this. First, we need a little pound sign, or for you youngsters out there, a hashtag. And in this grid, we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I. We're going to make another grid here for the next part of the alphabet. But this one has little dots on the inside. As you can see, we have J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. Now for the next part, we have a little X, and we have S, T, U, V, and last but not least, another X with, you probably guessed it, dots, W, X, Y, and Z. If you look back at our puzzle sheet, you can see how all these shapes align with a shape on the chart. For the first one there, let me grab my pen. You can see the shape is a simple almost L. That aligns with this, so the first letter would be a C. The next one has a dot on the inside, is a little box shape with an opening to the right that matches the O. Next, we have a dot in the middle and it's completely closed. That matches with the N. This one, open to the side, matches with the G. This one with a dot opening to the right matches with the R. This one matches with A. This one matches with the T this time. That means that one aligns with the U. This one with the dot goes with the L. The side again with an A. T, I, O, and again, and S. And it goes on from there. A little pro tip I have is if you find a letter, like the next letter here would be Y because it has a little dot there, you can go through the rest of the paper and spot all the other ones of that shape and just fill them in. Then go on to the next shape so you can fill it in as you go instead of one letter at a time, which should speed up the process. After you've finished filling in all the letters, it should read this. Congratulations! You figured out the first code, a pig pen cipher, also known as the Masonic cipher. This is a substitution cipher, meaning you substitute a symbol or letter for the actual letter. Your next puzzle is a Caesar cipher, also known as a shift cipher. You will need to shift the alphabet 16 times to decode the next puzzle. So let me bring the next puzzle into frame. Should look like this. Your first step is to go onto my website, girlswhohack.com/wheel, and print out this wheel that you can use. I've already printed it out, as you can see, and I have it here. You layer the tiny one on the inside, the bigger one on the outside, and you line up the letter A with the letter A on here. Then it said we need to shift it 16 times. That means we move the inside A counterclockwise to line up with the 16th letter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Once you've moved it 16 times, it should line up with the K. To keep it in place, I like to use a paper clip because if I don't, then I'm gonna lose track of where it was, and I don't want to mess up my puzzle at all. K is with the A. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to go to the actual puzzle and see what the first letter is. First letter is L. So I find the L on the little wheel on the inside and see what it lines up with. Lines up with V. So L is V. U, I find U on the inside wheel. It's right here. That lines up with E. H on the little wheel lines up with R. R. O lines up with Y. Now for the next word, W, the inside wheel, matches up with G. E. Let's see what E is. E is O. O. T is, let's find that, D. Okay, one more word. Let's see, O is Y. E is O. And K is U. Once you've filled in all of these letters, it should read, "Very good, you have figured out another simple substitution cipher." Next up is a visionnaire cipher, which uses a keyword to encrypt the message. This is the first of our puzzles that is actually encrypted. The keyword is crypto, which is very important, so we gotta remember that. Open up my pen. Okay, let's pull up the next puzzle. Looks like this. Since our keyword is crypto, and this is very important, we should write down the word CRYPTO and keep repeating it over every single one of these letters. So CRYPTO. It's okay if it moves over to the next word. CRYPTO, CRYPTO, and so on and so forth, just so we can keep these letters in mind. Now, you can find this online and you can print it out. Or if you're absolutely crazy, you can write all this out yourself. But this is our little decoder we're going to use for this puzzle. Our first letter is H, but above you can see it's a C. So on the left column, you go down to C because the keyword is crypto. Then you go over to the right and find H because that is the letter here. And you go up, and that means our answer is F. So H is F. It's a little confusing at first, but once we do a few more, I think you'll get it. Next is F, but above you can see it's R. So on the left side, we're going to go down and find R, which is right here. Now, our letter is F, so we're going to go slide over to F and see what letter is above. And it says it's O. Do the same with P. Above P is Y, so on the left side, we find Y. Our actual letter is P, so we slide over to P and see what letter it is all the way above. And that's R. So our first word is 4. Let's do the next word together. Our letter is I, but above it is P. Find P on the left side. Our real letter is I, so we slide over to I. We see what's above, and it's a T. Next is A. Above is a T, because we're writing out crypto. We find the T here. T is here. We slide over to A, because that's our letter. We move up. It's an H. S, our letter is O. We find O, slide over to S, and see what the letter above is. E, for the. And now the Visionaire cipher is done. So it says, for the final puzzle, you will need to combine a Visionaire cipher, like the one we just used, with the keyword winner. But you'll have to figure out what the letters are first. So let me pull up the puzzle here. There you go. This one looks quite different from the other ones we've done, given it's all numbers. But after a while, and a little Googling, you should be able to figure out that it is an ASCII puzzle. ASCII is the character encoding standard for electronic communication. But to put it simply, you just need to print out the decoder and figure out what these numbers represent letter-wise. So, for example, let's start with 89. Now we just need to look at ASCII and find the number 89, and you can see it's Y over here. There we go. ASCII 89 Y. So first is Y. Then you find the number 119. 119 here. That's a W. 97. Find it again. That should be, oh, right up here. That's A. 116. That's T. 118. That's V. 114. That would be R, and so on. It's pretty straightforward. I do want to warn you that later on, you might run into numbers like 32. And on the other sheet, you'll see that the numbers, the smallest one, is just 65. So you'll need this sheet as well, which covers the smaller numbers. And these represent different characters. So over here, you can see 32 is a space. That took a while, I know, but we finally filled it all in. Next, it says we need to use the Visionaire cipher again. And our keyword this time isn't crypto, but it's winner. So let's start writing out W-I-N-N-E-R, W-I-N-N-E-R, and so on. I know we've done this before, but I'm just going to go over it again. So this time, now that we have winner, on our left column, we will find W. Our letter here is Y. Now that we've solved that, we slide over to find Y. Oh, it's right over here. We slide up, and our letter would be C. And you can just write it at the bottom of your page there to keep track of it. The next one is I. Slide to I. Our letter here is W. So I go over and let's find W. Means our letter is O. Same thing again. Our letter at the top, N. Let's go down and find N. Then we go over to A because that's our letter. Slide up, N, and so on. And we could sit here and do all these letters by hand, or you can just type in your letters and decode it online. There's plenty of decoders and it will save you time. And I would fill out the rest on camera, but I think I'll leave it up to you guys. Besides, within this decoded version of this message is a link, a special link to my website, and the first 3 people to solve this, find the link, go to that link, will get a free Girls Who Hack t-shirt. All of the information is on the site for that, and if you have any problems solving this at all or have any questions for me whatsoever, there's also a contact form on my website, Girls Who Hack. I hope you had fun, and good luck puzzle solving.